How's it going, everybody? My name is Jay Chase from the Under the Hood Show. This is public access television, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We got a little bit of construction going on in my mom and my dad's house. Over the last 45 or so years, 50 years, some of the things underground start to deteriorate, like the septic tank, the plumbing system, and the leach field. So what we're going to do is basically, I'm going to spend a little bit of time and I'm going to walk you through the process of basically what it takes to replace a septic system and a leach field at our house here. Alright, stick around, everybody. Public access is going to stink for a little while, but you're going to learn a lot. Stick around. I'm Jay Chase from the Under the Hood Show, and stick around. Okay, what we have here is basically we have a septic tank that isn't draining out into the leach field, so the septic tank is filling up very quickly. So what we've done is we've uncovered a couple of vents, and we've uncovered the lid of the septic tank, and eventually we're going to be taking all of this up, we're going to crush in the top of the tank, and then we're going to fill it all in, because we're not going to be using this one. We're going to be putting a tank out in the front yard, the leach field in the front yard. We'll talk about that a little bit later on the show. But right now, as far as the backyard goes, this is where the septic tank was. Out there is where the leach field is. It doesn't seem to be working right, so we're going to be replacing it. Alright, so what we have here, this was an area that they did a perk test. A perk test basically lets you know how high the water table under the ground is, and it basically will let you know if the system can handle absorbing the water that comes out of the leach field. So this, at one time or another, this was a 10-foot deep hole, and it had a step in it. We had an engineer come by and tell us that this spout was no good. Too much water here. That's why it's going out in the front yard. Now, some of the things that you need to do in preparation for all this digging, you have to take some stuff out. We actually have a tree that we're going to be taking out. I took out some bricks. In a couple of minutes, I'm actually going to show you. We have some slate pavers. They're about a ½ inch thick. Some of them are pretty big and quite heavy. They've been there about 40 years. So we're going to dig those out today. We're going to show you what we're doing. Again, we're going to be replacing our septic tank and our leach field system today on public access television. Those pavers have been in about 30-something years. Just a little bit of growth comes in over the edges every year, and they're a pain to get out. But we want to save them. They're very big, and I think they're kind of valuable. So we want to add them after we have the septic and the leach field replaced. We're going to add them back to the yard. That way you'll be able to see the whole thing instead of just a little tiny piece that the grass hasn't covered. Alright, so stick around, everybody. I am Jay Chase. This is Public Access Television, and today we are replacing our leach field and septic system on the Public Access Television Network. Wilbraham Public Access, Palmer Public Access, Munson Public Access, any public access. And if it's not on your public access, let your local public access television station know. You can probably get our show played in your area sometime soon. Stick around, everybody. Public Access Television. Fuck. Okay. Alright, now that we got the pavers all taken out, those are a pain. They've been in the ground for a long time. Luckily, it's a nice day. It hasn't rained in a little while. The ground's nice and pliable. It was easy for us to get them out without breaking them. So, now that we have those taken out, we're going to show you a bed that we're going to take out. There's a tree that's been in there for roughly about a year. There's some flowers that we're going to dig out. And once we get that stuff taken out, we'll be all ready to go. We have a water main that we're going to replace. The whole front yard is going to be dug up. A lot of digging, a lot of construction. Stick around, everybody. Public Access Television. We're showing you how we go about changing a septic tank and leach field system. This is the Public Access Television Show. My name is Jay Chase. Stick around. Don't do it anymore. Alright, you guys, so we went through, we dug up my plants, we dug up the slate that was on the front yard. Now the diggers are here. What they're doing right now is we're going to be replacing the water main, and the town is here, and we're making sure everything is okay. We're not going to be tapping into anybody's line here. So they're going to start digging right now. This is Public Access Television. We're changing a septic tank and a leach field system here on Public Access Television. Stick around. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to see. Alright, so the first thing that they did is they dig a hole to find the water main. They disconnected the old water main. Now they put in some new copper pipe. They're going to be putting in the new water main. So let's check out what they did. So what we've done is we've reconnected the water main from the street, and we have a new connection that's going to be going into the house. So we have to find the old connection, dig it up, reroute, drop a line of copper all the way up to the front of the house, and we've shown you that. We had a little bit of a hard time finding the house. Alright, what's happening, everybody? You can see behind me, we're filling in the trench that we basically made so we can reroute the water main from the street to the house. The house is going to have a new connection. So what we wanted to do is, while we were doing the leach field and the septic system, we didn't want to rip up any old line. We found the old line, marked it off, now we know where the old line is, ran some new line with a new main that comes from the street. Now we're going to fill it all in. We're going to start bringing in some sand, and we're going to start taking out some dirt so we can install our 1,500-gallon septic tank in our new leach field system. It's public access television.
It's good to see all that.